Live at 5 and on location in Oklahoma City, it's K. Youngblood Freeman. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Do you know where you are? Right now, I am live on the porch of the abandoned house right next door to my own in Oklahoma City. Now, this house has been abandoned for as long as I've been here, and it looks like it's been in a state of neglect and disrepair for years beyond my arrival. Every now and then, say 4 times a year or so, I'll encounter the owner. He'll come over with one of his henchmen, I suppose, to do routine maintenance. And all throughout the year, he will send subcontractors, also of a sketchy nature, to return to the home to do things like paint, mow the yard. And since I've been here for so long and scarcely seen another person, of course, I looked through the windows. It doesn't seem to be in any kind of habitable condition or even navigable for that purpose. It's filled with all kinds of building materials, industrial equipment. No telling, really. All I've ever dared to do is just look through the windows and sometimes have a conversation with a gentleman. He seems to not care for other men, but really linger in conversations with other women. Which brings us to today's movie pick, which is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, inspired by the real life of America's weirdest killer, Ed Gein. Some people have also pronounced it Gein. However it's pronounced, the guy had some severe issues. Looking into the story of his life, he was later diagnosed after apprehended by the police in the late 1950s with schizophrenia and a severe Oedipus complex. If you look into his life and fashion choices, along with his artistry, if one can call it that, you'll see he had some clear issues that all stem from mental health conditions. Now, one can look back into his life and see, member by member, how he lost people, was left alone with a super religious mother. Either way, all of these themes are reflected in Tobe Hooper's masterpiece that debuted in the 1970s with a budget of less than $150,000. Also in this movie, it's what my husband and I like to call implied slime. It's really the horrors that your imagination can come up with, along with the images and the sounds that you're hearing and seeing on the screen. So even though a very little amount of blood was ever actually shown on this screen, it tends to be one of the most classic, iconic, and terrifying films released in modern American times. Enjoy, and we'll see you again next time.